Hey everybody, it's the Last Robokai here, and welcome to the new Let's Play that we're doing here. It's Let's Play Transformers Devastation, because we can't really go that long without Let's Playing a Transformers game. Thankfully, it's a Transformers game, funnily enough, by Platinum, the developers who have made an absolute bevy of absolutely fun action games, sometimes with their own license, sometimes, you know, working with a publisher to create other stuff. And they're apparently trusted enough that Nintendo, Square Enix, and Activision, in this case, are completely happy to just throw their IPs at them and see what sticks. And in this case, I think it's really awesome. So we'll be playing through this. I'll be playing from start to finish, and that's why it'll be bad. And joining me on this adventure,
Yo, it's Cool Guy, and there's a little bit of a story behind this one, because like halfway through the Dishonored Let's Play, this was back in like May, so like 6 months ago at this point, I guess. Robokai is just like, okay, I need you to like look at Transformers Devastation, but you can't effing play it. You cannot play it. This is a law, and I'm just like, you've never done this before. I like it, and I'm going to see where this goes. So. Yeah, I have faithfully gone towards that. I have not played even a single moment of this game, and I fully expect I will be crowing like the little child that I am inside.
And I'm Chip Cheesem, and I'm here to extensively grade and criticize Robokai and his Platinum play. No, I'm actually Orv. I'm joining Robokai and Cool Guy again to somehow, against every fiber of my being, play the straight man. I was going to sing Stan Bush's Dare for this opening intro, but you'll just have to look for that later.
Hey, maybe we can splice it in post, though I doubt it.
yeah. Although it is very good to reference the old Transformers stuff, because apart from being a game where the aesthetics are entirely Generation 1, they've actually managed to bring back a large number of the old voice actors. You know, Peter Cullen's here as usual, but they've got Frank Welker back as Megatron and Soundwave. So it's gonna be fantastic. So let's just hop straight in and get started with this excellent game.
Decepticons!
Plasma energy also detected.
It seems our theory may have been correct, Soundwave.
But plasma energy is unstable. No Cybertronian has been able to tame it since the Golden Age.
Then stand back, Starscream, and watch me tame it as I have tamed you.
Oh, one of these days, Megatron.
Constructicons! Use the kinetic shields to build me a perimeter.
And where will you be, Lord Megatron?
We have been given a gift beneath the surface, and I intend to use it.
Megatron and his Decepticons are already here. By the Matrix.
On the plus side, I think we finally get to bust some Decepticons.
The humans are evacuated and our mission is clear. Save the city and stop Megatron. Autobots, I am all right. We will rendezvous later.
So yeah, hey, welcome to a Transformers action game. It's been a long time coming. It's about time it got made, and it starts us out as Optimus, the most well-rounded of the 5 characters we get to play as.
I learned literally today that in Japan, Optimus is called Convoy, and that upset me a
What
lot.
in the world?
Yeah, no, it's just wrong.
Wheeljack? Come in. Is this Cybertronian technology?
I think so, Optimus. They're creating hurricane force winds.
Asking Wheeljack for an expert opinion is just like asking for disappointment.
Whatever their purpose, there is more to the situation than meets the eye.
He said it. Drink.
Yeah. So the combat system for this game lends itself a lot to things like Bayonetta and the like. In fact, you'll probably recognize a few of the animations and concepts in the game. This is, there's lore all around the place. That's the only time I'm going to read it. The rest of the time, I'll just like put it in the thread. So we'll get our first sort of combat tutorial, and it's typical of Platinum combat tutorials, and they don't tell you everything you really, really need to know at the start.
Make sure you buy the block button.
That is a pretty ballin' intro for some faceless Decepticons, though.
Yep, the ground soldier. Basically, in the models, it's referred to as Ground Trooper A. And one of the most important things the game doesn't teach you is how to dodge straight away. And it also doesn't teach you that for a little bit. But, it gives you the idea of the combos, but as you can see, these guys, this is just like the regular warrior difficulty. They will still do attacks while you're attacking them and interrupt you trying to do the combos, so... Now this is the thing that it showed just a little moment ago. When you finish a combo, you can turn into a vehicle, and depending on the combo you've used, your vehicle mode will do different tricks. So, and you can even combo from vehicle mode into more vehicle mode.
Because you can never have too much vehicle mode.
They call that focus time, and they won't actually tell you how to do focus time. That's what I was hoping was going to happen.
Yes, that owns!
This is a cool and good video game.
I have nothing bad to say about this.
There is a lot going on, so it's really hard to decide where exactly to go on it. But the dodge there, they call it focus time. If you're familiar with Bayonetta or even with like Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, you'll know it by various other names like Witch Time.
I got your back.
Now you also have shooting attacks in this game. The feature of the game is that you can completely and utterly lock on to an enemy. Just by tapping the aiming button, so you'll always know exactly where you need to shoot at something.
You'll fall eventually. I think.
He says,
On an
there are
unrelated
missions in this
note,
game
did
as
you
well.
just totally own a jet by ramming into it as a Mack truck when it was flying low?
Mm-hmm.
It is a fantastic game.
Oh, Christ, I'm already in love with this game.
Yeah, so that was the first fight. And now it's just telling us, how to restore your ammo and how to restore your shields. Green for green cubes for health, blue for ammo.
It's
pretty
just
easy.
like Halo. Wait.
Yeah. Now there's lots of little hidden collectibles throughout this game. They all give little what's the best way to put this? They all give concept art or model art or something like that. So the absolute first of all of these is the the little spy drones. They look like little laser beaks.
Oh my god.
So they're flying around. I'm not going to make a big deal about tracking them all down. I have another save where I've tracked more of them down, so if like people really want to see some of this stuff, I can pull that up. That's the first one. You can see there's also like 2 other kinds. Now we got boxes! You bash the boxes, they open up. This game has weapon drops.
Oh my god.
Like I said, there's a lot that happens.
You sure this isn't Dynasty Warriors?
In a short time to destroy it.
The weapon system for like upgrading weapons, because yes, you can upgrade the weapons and everything as well, actually lends itself a lot to the last of the Gundam Dynasty Warriors games in how it works. So I'll explain a little bit of that when we do it at the end of the episode. This is another way it does little secrets, is that there are often these little glowy things around the place, and you've got a limited time to track down the box or other things to do it. And they have little rules related to them as well. They don't all work the same. Some move quickly, some require you to be using a specific type of weapon effect to get it.
Shut up, Bumblebee.
Oh, Bumblebee's awesome in this game. Don't ever give Bumblebee shit in this game. He's fantastic.
Shut up, Bumblebee!
I love his picture. It was even him with his hand on his chin, just going. Okay, this is another Platinum game thing. There are circles around the place, and you do a thump on them, and it breaks them open.
Fucking Bumblebee.
And then Bumblebee does all the dance. It's fantastic. How could you hate that?
I hate everything about him.
I'll admit, I hate him a little bit less because of that little dance. Oh my god.
Yeah, there are so many things going on. So this is one of the ones where for a limited amount of time there's just these crates, and you can shoot them. Sometimes you can just run into them, and then yep, weapon crate, get weapons.
What the fuck is Grimlock doing?
He's mad because this door is actually a lot meaner than the previous door we attacked to open up.
He's just fucking Grimlock, man.
Need help. If I stay focused, I think I can get.
So now it introduces you to the mechanic for focus time. Because the door is like I said, it's a bit meaner than the others. It has giant cogs that will try and chop you into tiny little pieces. So
that kind of owned.
All right, more fighting.
Yeah, baby. Oh yes.
Yeah, I didn't do it there, but there's actually, and I have to look up how to do this because I always forget how to do it. But you can actually use the that particular stomping attack to do a burnout on the fallen corpse of your enemy.
Whee! Oh man, the burnout where you just take the back of the truck into these guys. So brilliant.
There are 4 inventory slots as well, I should probably note, and that's what allowed me to switch from my usual blaster to a grenade launcher that Optimus is carrying. He's only got his Prime Axe at the moment. Everybody starts out basically with their signature weapon. Okay, see, this is one of the ones that requires a status effect to be placed on it, so it'd be like a burn damage over time, that way it stays activated. So, typical of Platinum, you can't immediately get everything in your first run. You have to come back for things like that. Also, you need a sniper rifle to hit that motherfucking Decepticon on him. God, let me tell you something.
You tried, huh?
I played through this when it came out. Because it's a fucking Platinum game, and of course I did. And it's really kind of disappointing looking back how much I dislike Ninja Turtles when they're basically the same game.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, by the way, here's Devastator. Here's our first boss fight of the game.
Combiner!
Yep, the Combaticons, when they... Sorry, not the Combaticons, the Constructicons. When they combine together, they form Devastator. And he is a very, very large monstrosity. And, yeah,
you just got
when he
stomped
stomps,
on,
he raises the very ground up. Now, that move I did there wasn't actually a vehicle attack. That was a special ability that that all characters can use. You can see the yellow bars filling up at the moment. Everybody has this special ability they can do, and it's unique to each of them, and using it drains that meter. In the case of Optimus, he attaches his trailer and does a giant sweep. So you'll probably, hopefully, see that a little more now that I've managed to fill the bar up again. There we go.
That did it.
Now that's
man, that shockwave
mean,
is
that attack.
quite
That's
a
got
thing.
a larger shockwave than I realized.
Yeah.
It's just the fight is just destroying everything.
Yeah, baby.
I am done for.
Yeah, and I muck up the timing on this a lot, but it's all right.
That just makes the fight more tense.
Yeah, I won't be getting an S rank on this one, that's for sure. And I'm like,
cares?
oh no, I'm probably going to lose this. But there is one last thing. You'll notice around the Autobot symbol we have a little bit of a 3/4 circle, and that's full up. And if you depress both your on the instructions on the screen, both the buttons, you can do a big super attack, and that's what this is. And Optimus Prime just does a gigantic AoE attack. And that's different for every character too.
Devastator, you're needed elsewhere. The others can finish the Autobots.
Another time, Autobots.
Oh my god, the faces are so brilliant.
And now he plays Bumblebee.
Why?
Fucking Transformers.
no,
I just
you don't
murdered this
understand.
guy. I'm gonna leave.
Bumblebee is fantastic in this game. Alright, now remember I said you stomp circles? If something looks vaguely like a circle in this game, stomp it as well, because Platinum likes to hide stuff in those.
I was gonna say earlier, the entire idea where, you know, you can't get all of the secrets or whatever your first time through. Man, that trolls me about as hard as Taro Yoko trolls completionists in, like, Nier and Drakengard. It just triggers the shit out of me.
Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet in regards to how it does that. Yep, you can shoot your guns while in vehicle form as well.
Fantastic.
So Bumblebee is the weakest of the characters. He has the lowest health. He does the least damage to a certain condition. If you try and fight enemies normally, that is. But you base most of his combat over his special ability that he can do, and we'll go into that when we actually get a fight where we can use it, because
as opposed to
everyone we're going to be fighting
punks.
at the moment is going to be on an elevated platform and annoying the hell out of us.
Hard coat.
Yeah, most of this video is just me showing off how this works.
Zoom. Man, I do appreciate, you know, again, I remember back when War for Cybertron came out, one of the primary concerns that everybody had, right, was that vehicle forms wouldn't be properly integrated into the combat, and it just wouldn't feel like Transformers. But you can say as much as you want about the video game industry. One thing that basically every modern Transformers game has gotten right is that vehicles are done properly.
Mm-hmm. And they do tie a lot of stuff in to make vehicle form a lot more important than just something you use at the end of a combo too.
I mean, yeah, you literally just showed it off. Even for just basic mobility, say you effortlessly moved into it, and you effortlessly moved back out.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic. All right, well, we had the giant claws. Now let's fight a giant claw. These guys are actually ridiculously easy.
Whoa! We'll have to destroy that claw.
Sure, dude.
Fucking Bumblebee.
Just the moment the circle fades out, you can just start beating them up. And that's a case of comboing from vehicle into vehicle.
I appreciated how that worked. You just car, and then you rebound back a little bit, and then you car again.
No, that triple slam is actually a lot quicker than normal, and I tripped myself up on that. And there we go. It's dead.
That's the end of that problem.
Yeah, the game also has an item system, so if you feel like a fight's, you know, getting you down, you can just equip items that allow you to do various stuff, like, you know, make you stronger, make you take less damage. There is an item that auto recovers you if you run out of health, so you can just keep going. It automatically works. All right, there we go. So that's all the different collectibles you can get. Oh no, wait, actually, there's one more. There's one more, and we're about to get it. There is Transformer.
Okay,
I think that's what it spells out. There's each of those letters throughout the game.
Megatron, what is the meaning of this?
Optimus, come to save the day, I presume?
I am here to stop you from destroying the city.
Stop me? Oh, Prime! You have no idea what you're really up against, do you? Who is really behind this?
This is our home now, Megatron. We should respect it.
No matter, Prime. I have no interest in destroying Earth. But I'm not opposed to making a few, shall we say, improvements?
Second boss fight, you fight Megatron.
Hell yeah, baby.
No.
And he puts up a shield.
You fight dumb and bad Megatron.
Okay,
Well,
so rush attack. Yeah, baby.
So the shield basically makes him immune to direct attacks. So if you rev up long enough in vehicle form, you can charge up and attack. You know, basically break that shield, and it'll.
Yep.
Now
That
I'm going to show
shovel,
off what
though.
Bumblebee does with his special move in a moment, if I can get to the right position for it. What Bumblebee does is he puts himself behind the opponent, and it effectively allows you to chain your combos and it also allows you to take advantage of the fact that Bumblebee does more damage when he's behind an enemy.
Owing to his entire scout status thing. I get you.
Yeah, and as you can see, Bumblebee's fucking amazing to use!
Jeez, Louise.
This just makes me remember that Xenoverse 2 comes out soon.
Yeah, that's gonna roll.
Yeah, some more ridiculous Dragon Ball fighting.
I mean, that's basically what we're seeing right here is a Dragon Ball fight with giant robots, which, I mean, you ask me, that's the better kind of massive Punch Man fight, but I'm noted on record to be biased towards giant robots.
What in Cybertron's name? Autobots!
Yeah, by Megatron.
Steel tower. Move out.
Sadly, that's where we finish using Bumblebee for the rest of this video, and now we're Sideswipe for the rest of the video.
What are you planning?
Follow me.
Sideswipe is the fastest of the 5.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, and he
He's
comes
got a
equipped with a
fucking
flamethrower and a
flamethrower.
rocket launcher. And you know, they get the job done. I'm not a big fan of the flamethrower, and I kind of feel like with how the game does the lock-ons, the rocket launcher's a little redundant. It fires guided missiles, guided rockets, and of course his token weapon are the twin swords.
Literally Leonardo. Gorgeous.
And there are some energy shield doors that you have to kick through by using the super speed.
Higher than usual.
And sometimes if you want to go up to higher places, you can just jump on wind turbines that the Insecticons and Constructicons have put like that for whatever reason.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just call it serendipity, I suppose.
Well, that is my stripper name.
Oh, that's what you were looking for. I'm like, why the hell is he even over here? I mean, even the rocket launcher sets people on fire. You didn't mention that.
Well, no, it doesn't set anybody on fire.
Oh, okay.
That one just needed to be tapped to start this thing, which is good that I got that first go, because the rocket launcher actually really struggles to hit those things when they're moving. You sort of have to know the timing. And I forgot I had the the flamethrower equipped again.
There's the ticket.
That will inevitably not be good enough later on. That will make everyone very sad and mad at me.
And then we spend the rest of the LP managing inventory.
Hopefully at least that much will be done off screen. I love the drop kick. Where did he learn his fighting moves? The WWE?
Well, some of them really do like Earth culture. So
Oh,
Jazz has probably got a
man.
few of those tapes. So, new enemy type. The elite version of the ground warrior type.
Rock
These
and
guys don't use
roll.
swords. They use punches, and they sometimes actually just transform into yeah. Okay, thanks Optimus, just steal my thunder. They sometimes
Yeah.
transform into a vehicle mode to attack you from long distance too.
He's pretty quick.
Alright, so here's the unique ability thing that they were talking about. In the case of Sideswipe, you can actually use it to just dash across the battlefield to get to your next target. So that's pretty good
Gorgeous.
if you want to chain stuff together. And as a Platinum game,
Yeah, you
time
always want
is
to
one of the major scoring components. So if you want to get like that double S rank, which is the pure Platinum equivalent for this game.
Man, those sergeants don't mess around. They're quick.
Yeah, they're quick, they hit hard, and I keep missing.
No, that he's legitimately good at getting away from you though. Though of course Optimus didn't care.
Throw everything.
I really need that Vanquish PC port not to be a rumor.
that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Oh,
And now this is the special attack for Sideswipe. He basically just unloads all of his rockets while everyone's frozen in time.
I see nothing wrong with anything you just did. I approve of all
Sideswipe did
of it.
nothing wrong.
Yeah, Sideswipe did nothing wrong here. It was Cliff Jumper that was always the war criminal anyway.
These glass gas cannon.
Oh my god.
Transformers is fucked up, yo!
It kind of is, you know. I mean, you think about it. Transformers is kind of screwed up. Fortunately, Prime, like the most recent TV series, well, I guess the second most recent TV series at this point, I mean, it doesn't really pull any punches about that. It's just like, yeah, these guys are pretty broken people.
Beast Wars or go home, son.
Beast Wars was pretty incredible. There's no two ways about that.
Like, at some point we're gonna run out of mechanics talk to do, and it's just gonna be Transformers chat.
I mean, that's
that is a-okay, but
yeah, no,
they will make it a little easier on us in that regard because we can't change characters yet. And 2 of the characters we won't be able to choose until we clear certain parts of the stages. So,
I mean, all of our other Transformers LPs have talked about the various TV shows or whatever at some point or another, and I have no problem reprising that because it's always fun.
I basically only know G1 and Beast Wars, so eventually we're just gonna have to go into, hey, explain all this dumb bullshit to Orv.
Well, to be perfectly honest, the only things that this one really draws from is the Generation 1 stuff, and there's a few references in it to the IDW published comic series that's ongoing at the moment.
The comics are legitimately incredible. I've always kind of wished that it was easier to do just like mini seasons or episodic things or like episodic installments of the comics, because I don't know, comics as a whole have never really clicked with me as far as general media consumption. But just reading one of those every now and again, it's just like, yes, I remember why I like Transformers.
Here's my retort.
Here's my retort, sure.
Yeah. So, I probably should have mentioned as we started doing this, but we're doing a challenge, and this is another Platinum thing. This is a very Platinum game.
Yeah,
they like to just have little spots where you gotta go to do certain challenges. Wonderful 101 took you into like little challenge arenas to do them. The Bayonetta was similar in that regard. This one, it just changes the area to have a scenario set up.
Basically, at least in this case, the idea is murder everything in sight. These guys get me.
And you can cancel a lot of your attacks too. So you can dodge while in vehicle form. You can cancel from one mode to another. It's like the combat is really, really good, and because it's essentially refined from most of their other combat systems in their other games. If it works, why change it? And
I mean,
that's the end of it.
That's the thing, right? Like, Platinum is one of those studios, like, you get this with like, the Dark Souls community that has developed, like, a lot of people didn't like Dark Souls 3, but you compare Dark Souls 3 to a bunch of other games, and it's still goddamn incredible.
Yeah.
And even Platinum's worst games are so much worth playing.
I mean, it's just pure fun. You know, I mean, it's really easy. It's really easy to forget the childish glee that got you into gaming in the first place. But Platinum has always made a point of just being like, no, we remember that every day. Don't you wish you were us?
Yeah, I am
watching.
Yeah, I love that. I'm very much in love with Platinum and the games they make, and I'm very much in love with this game. So here's a mechanic that won't come up too much.
He lifts.
Looks like Energon, smells like Energon. Teletran 1, analyze.
Analysis complete. It appears to be a volatile form of Energon. It will likely explode if you throw or shoot it.
And it does, but it doesn't actually destroy the piece that you've got. You can just pick up and throw it and carry it with you as long as you want. Or if you want to pick up a new one from the pile, it gets rid of the other one. And you can shoot it too, and it'll do a big explosion.
And it still won't destroy itself after you've shot it?
Nope.
So what I'm hearing is that this thing is just infinite explosions in a block.
Basically.
These guys really get me.
Megatron, serious.
It's really easy to accidentally deactivate this fight by driving off of the road over there, so... I just want to say that too many times I've started to do this fight and then had to like come back and respawn everybody because I zipped off the side there and they vanished.
They don't have any oops insurance or if you screwed up. Oh yeah, baby, 3 for 1.
Yep, the slow motion endings for these fights always look really good, and you can do burnouts. I should remark, the conditions for being able to do your dash attack that destroys shields, you'll notice fire coming out of the exhaust of the vehicles.
Oh, is that how you're telling? That's coherent. I like that. I also appreciate how the music, like, immediately knows to rock the hell on once combat starts.
Yeah. I gotta say, though, I don't much care for these sections, because it's like, I want to punch these guys! Why are they up there?
Get down here and let me punch you! Okay, fine.
Yeah, so in that particular case, if I was faster at killing everyone, I might have probably gotten an S or an SS. Because that's pretty much it. Time was the only, like, factor in that one.
Time has always been the big thing.
Okay, so I'm trying to get the ammo up for this, because this is a shooting challenge that's very ill-suited towards the Sideswipe's repertoire, so I'm trying to get some more ammo by destroying cop cars, and it's not working. So we'll go have one more fight with some folks, and we'll see how we go with that.
Man, even just the intros, these dudes just like speed by you. They're not just waiting around.
They're having too much fun.
Brilliant.
And so are we. Yeah, RPG mechanics as well. Characters have stats.
I noticed that earlier, and I just figured I figured it was just kill more mans to be more manly. I'm like, oh, fine. Yeah. I need no further explanation than that.
There are some items that drop, capsules they're called, and if you use them, you can just give your character a stat. I read something that says all of the stats for the characters actually equates to what was originally written on the toy boxes for the toys. Because back in when these toys were first released for the original Transformers, you used to be able to put like a red sheet over part of the box, and it would actually give you like the stats for the characters.
Yep.
And someone says that the ones here are actually based entirely off of those. So.
I'm gonna have to go look that up on TF Wiki after we're done looking at this. Those cats log everything. Wait, there you go.
Yeah.
Nice juke,
if anything, Sideswipe's really good at catching Seekers out of the air, which is nice, because Seekers are a pain in the backside.
Just in case you forgot where you were headed.
Well, it's really easy to get turned around. Yeah, I haven't missed it, don't worry, folks.
Wait, did you? Oh,
just that little pause while you wait for it to hit.
Well, and the fire in there actually obscured your target or your rocket. So I was like, did it hit something? Did you fire?
I've been trying to get the timing down for those rockets so well. I know exactly whether or not it's going to hit. All right, so this one's another variation of the challenge. Obviously, it's just
that's Shadow Dash.
Stomp all the spots. Yeah, and very much suited to Sideswipe, this one.
Love it. Love everything about it.
Yeah, admittedly, Sideswipe's the character I've used the least in this game. I'm just not a big fan of the character. Like, that's no knock against his ability to fight. He's a good character.
Oh yeah,
quick.
No, I mean
he's the fastest.
He's written like an asshole, though. Okay, man.
So this is why I was saying it's really not suited to him, because they're moving targets, and we've got a rocket launcher. And the timing for trying to get the rocket launcher just gets on it is just difficult. So we get that one, and then there's this one.
Where? Oh, hi.
And then there's one above. And then there's one that's like swerving at different angles, and I cannot hit this one, and I'm just like, there is a timer going down from when you activate the first one, so it's just like, shit.
How many tries, Robokai?
Well, I'm basically going to give up after this one, and in a later video I'll go back and I'll do it.
Okay. But, I was gonna say, just like this looks painful for you.
It's just the wrong kind of weapon for it. So you come back with a better weapon, with like a sniper rifle or even the pistols, and yeah, it'll work out a lot better.
Oh,
like I said, like they really enjoy doing things to you as the player where I can't jump high enough to use the flamethrower. you just and it's just like, okay.
Fuck
you just kind of see the troll face slowly coming out of the sky until it consumes your entire screen.
I just accept that that's just the thing about PlatinumGames, is they do want you to come back and keep playing, because the games aren't particularly long, and so that's why the difficulty modes and everything have huge variances to like the enemies you face and the movesets of bosses and things like that.
Well, you know what? You're a bigger man than I. I would have screwed around with that for an hour until I got it.
I can't recall if I did the first time I played it or not. I think I might have, and then like, but at the same time I might not have. So this is a bit rude. Let's put these guys here.
I do appreciate that was completely impassable for Bumblebee, but Sideswipe's just like, ain't no thing.
Oh no, the impassable versions have purple on the wind.
Oh, okay.
So they exist essentially to say this is a no-go zone. Yeah. More of the same.
Whee!
We got 2 of them here, but you're only ever
they're
gonna have
not
to face
substantially
one of
different from one.
them. Yeah.
Well, that's the end of that guy.
Yeah. Now for the other one. Oh,
Whoops.
It's basically just waiting for the circle to disappear, and that's, yeah, you know they're about to come down on you. The 2 light attacks, 2 heavy attacks is probably the best way to do it, because that'll always let you do 2 car attacks.
Oh man, you dodged that one. You got robbed there.
And just to show I'm not solely relying on the circle there, I did it without it.
I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Not rust, no, a little too raspy. Also, yeah, no, wrong weapon.
Oh yeah, no, that's gonna suck for you.
Come on, Robokai.
Holy crap, that's a lot of enemy fire.
Yeah, these seekers are jerks.
Out of the way.
We do know my love for enemies falling off of objects though, so I do appreciate they programmed that in. You know, you shoot a guy and he dramatically falls off a balcony. That's my shit. I like that.
Can you hear it, Optimus? It's calling out to those Decepticons, somehow directing them. My chariot awaits, Optimus, but I cannot have you following me this time.
Yeah, he does ride off on long haul.
He literally.
That's okay, because this is also a boss fight.
Already on it.
So you're basically chasing Megatron, and he will do a few laps of this circular sort of thing until you do enough damage to him, or until like he gets bored.
It's like, all right,
that just mucked my targeting up. That did. All right, so we've knocked him off of the vehicle. We've knocked him off of long haul. So now he goes into his tank form. That's kind of like what I say. It draws a bit from the IDW published stuff because that's what Megatron's form is.
Like I said, shitty bad Megatron.
Yeah,
he is excellent Megatron. Don't you worry about that. He chews the scenery up something good.
Good. This is like the craziest form of Mario Kart or Sonic and All Stars Racing I've seen in a long while. Oh yeah! Just shredding all up on his tailpipe. Brilliant!
There's a lot to love about this.
Yeah, like backflipping over a bunch of plasma tank shells. How can you not love that? Oh man!
Catching him and reducing him to certain stages of health also gives you item drops, which is nice.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Is that how many common melee swords you have?
That's not technically it. What it's telling us there is we've actually acquired a melee weapon.
No, because the number keeps going up the more you get.
I think so. I never really pay much attention to that fact. Like,
yeah,
I'm
you're
too
just
busy,
like, okay, cool. I got a new thing. I'll sort it out later.
I make a mistake. I get damaged.
Oh no!
So this is gonna.
Mr. Bill.
It will happen here.
Megatron.
And now we fight Megatron in a laser cage. Because why not? So he's got a few more moves now. He's actually got a few moves that we didn't see fighting Bumblebee. He does a lot of stuff while transformed into a tank, but he also will just straight up combo
Holy
shine
crap!
out of you, and
He
you can see the health damage that he does from that.
Yeah, he just knocked off half your health.
Now, in tank form, he will sometimes shoot at you, sometimes he will just spin through the air as a tank, and it looks absolutely hilarious.
This is literally get in the octagon.
So this is the fight where he clowns on me pretty hard. As you can see, he just hits me, and then I'm down.
Damn.
And then the auto repair kick kicks in.
That was too close indeed. You know what? I honestly prefer it this way. It looks better when you're not completely punking the scenery chewing villain at first glaze.
Yeah. So that's that fight.
I'm okay with that. That was brilliant.
I'm not. I wasn't particularly happy with how that went.
I was.
My destiny awaits below. As for you, I just engaged the security system. Good luck getting in, Prime.
Caltran 1, analyze.
It's a ship of unknown origins, buried beneath the city.
How do I shut down the security system?
It appears there is a dual-layer security protocol in place. You'll first need to disable 3 sub-generators. Once disabled, the primary generator will be vulnerable.
Autobots, transform and roll out.
Took altogether too long.
And
for us
so
to hear
we're
that.
doing that again. Because I wasn't happy with how that went.
Alright, I'm okay with this, because this was an awesome fight, and I'm done, I'm fine doing it
I wanted to
twice.
leave this part in, because it also shows you knocking him off the, knocking him off Longhole a lot better, and Longhole just lays there.
Poor
guy.
It's like, I'm done. I just got clowned, I'm through. Oh. God, Megatron is quick, too. Just the way he backflips over everything.
I'm using this up now, so I can't rely on it when we actually have the Megatron fight. That's...
Whatever.
I'm a little sad though because I don't get him. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, seriously?
If you kill him completely, does it do anything to the next fight?
I think you just get more items out of him, and then he just sort of moves on. All right, so now we fight him. He's going to do a few things differently to before, and I'm also going to, like, run into the shields a lot more.
Brilliant use of the focus there. Of course, the shields are... That's actually like, the shields of the Octagon here are really well designed, simply because they keep you from doing an infinite combo by driving Megatron against the wall, which is something you've already done a couple of times this time around.
I mean, you could potentially do an infinite combo if you could hit the front dash repeatedly, or the front...
As you can see, he was trying to do his spinning tank move there and threw himself into the wall, so I was
noticed
pretty
that.
happy about that.
Brilliant. Oh! Nice dodge. I thought he was about to kick you directly into the octagon.
It's still going to be close because Megatron just hits really, really hard. If it wasn't for the fact he hides behind his shield a lot in this fight, it would be a lot worse. Also, I'm doing a lot of ridiculous amounts of damage to myself.
Still
See, look at that. Just
fast.
one love tap, and there I am.
Man. Brilliant.
It was an A rank. I guess.
You ended by... Oh my gosh, you ended by jumping into the...
That's the end of all the combat for the chapter. The rest of this is just talking about the mechanics that happen when you head back to base. You head back to the Ark.
Uplink activated.
It says it's like an uplink where you can do stuff, but like it just takes you back to the Ark, and you can change. Say this is like the screen. It's gonna show you pick up stuff. Those are the 2 rare items you get for that first section.
I saw
There's
Lightning Hammer and I'm immediately interested.
What are we waiting for?
So yep, so these are our options. If you get the DLC, there's also like a skin for each of these characters.
This is what I call
Nemesis Prime for Optimus Prime, Goldfire for Bumblebee, and I don't know why they chose this, but Red Alert for Sideswipe, because...
What?
Yeah,
Fuck
everybody
that
wants to be
garbage.
the really paranoid guy who once believed Starscream. So we've got Wheeljack's lab, which is a place that I would normally never go to, if I could help it. You can use it to buy more items, buy more weapons, or you can use it to do what Platinum always does, and that's buy the moves.
Yeah.
So we'll get still safe. This basically what this means is that you get a split second when you're being hit by an attack to completely cancel the damage by dodging. So it gives your dodge a little more room if you're bad like me.
Honestly, I can't see why anybody would do anything but upgrade all of those moves first. You know, I mean, I've literally never played a Platinum game where that wasn't like the immediate no-brainer.
Yeah, they often hide very essential moves in the buy the moves library, which is always a bit weird. So we're just going to show off exactly how the weapon systems here work. I'm a little disappointed that I didn't get a weapon that had 2 skill spaces to it that could be merged with like one that only had 1 skill on it. Essentially what it is that different drops will have different allowances. You can only put skills on items that have an empty space with a dash through it. If you try and put one that has an ability into another that has an ability and no room for it, you gotta choose between them, that sort of thing. And mushing them together essentially just levels them up. The rarer stuff can be leveled up a lot higher than the lower ranked stuff right here.
Can you upgrade the what's the word I'm looking for? Personal equipment like Prime's axe and so forth?
Yep, you certainly can.
Awesome.
Prime, like the personal weapons of each character do drop as well. They tend to have stats on them based on the special ability of the characters, like the recharge times for those things. And you can also, you don't, like, I used in this video, I used the same ones for everything. I'm just showing off that you can equip, you've got 4 slots for equipping stuff, you get 2 of them are free. You've always got to have 1 ranged and 1 melee, and so you could have 3 melee, or an even split, or 3 ranged if you really wanted to.
Fascinating.
And now this is the tech upgrade. Every character has a certain number of slots they can use for equipping these little chips called tech. And yeah, to activate them, you do a little
mini
game.
Why
that I'm
anyone would
awful
give
at, but I
Wheeljack
still...
anything? I don't know.
That's a good question.
So that particular, and like, it's pretty much random the whole time. You can't rely on like doing it properly, and even if you screw up, you still get something. So
failure.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, so like I got 1 item there where if you've got full health instead of
something went wrong.
They're not bad, but the better you get, the more likely you are to actually get a bunch that have more than 1 skill in them.
Sure.
And the stats will generally be higher as well. So yeah, that was a pretty fast showing of what exactly this chamber has. But nothing will change in there. That's pretty much it. But we'll be able to go into a bit more of the mechanics of different weapons and everything when we continue on next time. Because that's everything for now. We've still got the next half of the the next half of the very first chapter to go, and yeah, we had about 3 boss fights this time. There's about 4 boss fights for the next half.
This game really gets me. I've always loved boss fights as gameplay more than anything else. So I'm just. Man, I have the dumbest freaking grin on my face right now. This is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I know I've said that word a lot in the last 45 minutes, but it's been true every damn time I've said it.
Yeah, the game isn't just really well packed together for gameplay wise, but the game really understands what's entertaining about Transformers to people who like Transformers, and that's a lot of real scene chewing dialogue. And a lot of ridiculous transformations. And
Megatron turns into a fucking gun. Let's
deal with this.
Don't worry. It is a drop that you can get later.
Okay, fine, good.
It actually reminds me of a very interesting thing I saw posted on the internet, and it was about mechs. We'll end the video on this. But it was a discussion about that, and someone made the statement that certain designers of mechs don't like mechs having hands that allow them to hold guns, and as someone else put in a follow-up to that, that's because you're essentially got a gun shooting a gun. And then somebody followed up by asking what that means with the original Megatron, because he's a gun that shoots a gun that transforms into a gun, so another gun can use him as a gun.
Gunception!
So, everyone just think on that. Until next time, I've been the Last Robot Guy.
I've been Cool Guy.
And I've been Bad Comedy.
We'll see you all next time in part 2 of Chapter 1.